Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 829 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Marathon and Hut 8 have posted their April production updates, and BNXA has expanded with a Web3 Hedera partnership. But just before we get into today's show, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Right, so Marathon Digital Holdings, Inc., which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker MARA, has published its unaudited Bitcoin production and miner installation updates for the month of April 2022. Some highlights include the production of 299 self-mined Bitcoins during the month, the installation of approximately 4,200 miners, and an increase in total Bitcoin holdings to 9,673 Bitcoins. Fred Thiel, Marathon's chairman and CEO, commented, quote, "In April, we grew our Bitcoin holdings to 9,673 Bitcoins as we successfully installed nearly 4,200 miners in containers and made substantial progress addressing some of the regulatory and permitting challenges related to breaking the mold on deploying behind the meter. Ongoing maintenance issues at the power generating station in Montana caused our Bitcoin production to dip by approximately 30% in April. As we announced in April, we will be transitioning our miners out of harden in stages to minimize downtime and moving them to more sustainable sources of power during the third quarter." End quote. Hut 8 Mining Corp., which trades on the NasDaq under the ticker symbol HUT, has also posted a production update for April 2022. Some highlights there include the mining of 309 Bitcoins with an average production rate of 10.3 Bitcoin per day, all of which was deposited into custody, an installed operating capacity of 2.58 exahash per second, as well as a total Bitcoin balance held in reserve of 6,769. This is as of April 30th. Jason Zaluski, the VP of Strategic Technologies at Hut 8, said, quote, "Our upgraded machines allow us to be as nimble and efficient as possible. Although April was unseasonably cold, limiting our mining during a few snowstorms, we were able to increase our hash rate." End quote. BNXA Holdings, Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker BNXA, has announced a first-to-market Web3 partnership with the enterprise blockchain Hedera, which, according to the press release, further cements its commitment to creating more local on- and off-ramping infrastructure for people around the world. This will involve BNXA becoming the first retail platform globally to support the USD-backed stablecoin USD Coin on Hedera. BNXA's CEO Holger Arians said, quote, "The Web3 ecosystem is only in its infancy, with significant opportunities for businesses and individuals worldwide. BNXA is thrilled to be the first fiat to crypto on- and off-ramp to support USD on Hedera, USDC rather, working with a leading enterprise-grade public ledger for the decentralized economy. We can continue to support the crypto ecosystem's expansion and the opportunities that this brings." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.